Hello and welcome everyone. We're back at Meta One Design headquarters for another episode of Beyond the NFT. I'm so happy to see you all here. I know I've taken like a 2 week, 2 week vacation basically. Played some video games with Toxic Waifu and played some Fortnite the past weeks, but we're back with another show, and I'm just so excited for this one. Tonight we are going to be building with InWorldBuilder. And joining us tonight as our InWorldBuilder guide is the realest motherfucker I know in Web3 and possibly like my life. Let's give it up for my friend Rustan. How are you, Rustan?
Hey, hey, hey. I am doing pretty good.
You doing good, feeling good? We're gonna build. We're
We're
gonna.
gonna build something cool,
Mm,
right? I have no idea what it is, but you do, and
mm-hmm.
you're gonna tell me, and I'm gonna do my best to help you.
Yep, yep. So before I let you know my idea here, or like concept that I want to get started with, for anyone that is listening and is not familiar with In-World Builder, could you give us a brief description of what it is, maybe how the project got started?
Yeah, totally. I think I don't remember exactly how long ago it was, maybe a year and a half, 2 years, I don't somewhere around there. Um, I remember I was just really, really deep in the trenches of Hyperfi and blown away by how you could build on there. And I was constantly bothering Foundation and mentioning in last slice that we should be able to build this easily. Like it's so cool how that's done, and I wish that was the way it was in Decentraland because if anyone has tried to build in Decentraland, it's a challenge. And Lastrum in last slice heard my call for my cries and decided like we should do let's do a grant to get an world builder created for Decentraland. And so we went through that whole process. Was approved with the grant, and many people from within Last Slice took the job to set this up. So there's a lot of members that you know from the team: Mies, Dr. Drip, M, Blacknode, Kirzaz, Cyclopa, Odd Job, me. I did some parts of it. Lastrum, Maximus, I believe. I think Dogman maybe had some input into some of the coding. Um, but from the beginning, that was the crew. And this was also following a grant proposal with Angzar, which also included Archonimus and some others there. I wish I could remember everybody off the top of my head, but it was a huge team effort. And over the past year and a half, 2 years, we've gotten to this point where you can now build in-world, deploy to 2.0 without coding, without using Visual Studio Code, without using the builder with all its glitches and stuff. And that's not to say that IWB doesn't have its bugs here and there, but over the past year, I've been working, Nice has been working pretty regularly with Lastrum and squashed out a lot of bugs, and it's like so much better than it was a year ago, maybe less than a year ago. My timeline is all screwed up, so don't trust my timeline. But right now, I can say the easiest way to build in Decentraland is through the in-world builder, and it's everything has its pros and cons, but I can say the in-world builder definitely has the most pros of any other method of building in Decentraland.
Mm,
So yeah,
yeah, most definitely. You can't be codeless building, just drag and drop. I mean, you mentioned Hyperfy earlier. Ash and Hyperfy definitely is doing great work over there. And I'm happy that that the degens over at the Last Slice, took on this project for Decentraland. Let's see. I'm looking in the chat. Welcome, Meta Wolf. Master Wayne's was enjoying the origin story, and yeah, Jared and anyone that's listening, we are live on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and we're also on Discord. So if you're in the community building Decentraland Discord, you can come hang with us in the stage chat. And I just remembered to start the event. All right, so I guess let's get started. All right, Rustan. So Kanessa kind of shot off this amazing concept to me that I absolutely love and want. It is a Beyond the NFT museum for past guests that have come through the show, and kind of a way to be able to honor them and showcase them.
Oh, cool.
Can this be
Yeah,
done?
totally. So, as Kanessa mentioned in the CBD spaces on Saturday, the best way to start with InWorldBuilder is to just start building from a beginner standpoint. So like if you were to build that, I would say let's build the museum first before we start putting in, the custom assets that exist from your vision, whether it's pictures of people that have participated or NFTs or things like that.
Mhm.
So let's build the space, and then if we have enough time, I can show you we'll definitely at least do one custom item for you to throw in there.
Mhm.
Maybe a picture of me or something, who knows.
Yeah,
But
man.
um but yeah, this is the best way to learn it. So you got to learn to walk before you run. There's a little slight learning curve at the beginning, but once you really get the hang of it, it's pretty smooth. And there's multiple ways to do a number of things, and you really have to sort of figure out what is your preferred way to build, right? And so we'll go over a lot of that stuff, I think, together. First things first, as you can see, we're in browser because 2.0 doesn't yet let you uh, connect with custom servers, which is the DCL InWorldBuilder server run by Lastrum. So because of that, we have to build in the browser, but you can deploy and it'll load in 2.0, which is really cool. So right now we're at Angzar in Decentraland browser. It's four coordinates 4 -80, and we're around the center of it. And if you're not familiar with the Angzar, there's a whole bunch of cool things here for people to use. But today we'll go directly to the InWorldBuilder, which is over your left shoulder. Sin is that A-frame triangular house to your left.
To my left this way. Oh, the other left. Sorry. Yeah, I wasn't sure from what direction. Okay, so we're here at the triangular house. Would you like to check out InWorldBuilder? Do I visit? Oh. Alright, now we load into InWorldBuilder, and I want to welcome Fifi. Thank you for pulling up. Alright. Rustan, if you're talking, you are muted.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're in the builder world now, which is the main page where there's actually a lot of stuff in here, and it could take a while to load.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an IKEA that displays, well, it doesn't currently display all the assets yet, but it will at some point. But you can go in there and explore existing objects and assets, and it has a few builds that I've made that people can use to deploy on their land if they don't feel like building or coding or doing any of that. They just want to deploy something on their empty parcel. They can do that here. And there's also things that Lastrom and me are working on with the new game that they've been developing in the corner. Seems like Seems like it's not fully loading for you.
No. Let's take. Maybe I need to lower my scene load radius and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it either, actually. Hold on. I wonder.
Well,
I'm
no.
gonna give you.
I'm going back to render scale 1. That was awful looking from my eyes.
Let me give you a link too, just in case.
Alright.
Hopefully, hopefully we get this to load. Hopefully, Lastrum is not working on the game right now. Hmm.
Alright, let's see. I'm back and there's a bunch of green grass.
Yeah, same thing's happening for me. I just DM'd Lastrum to see what's going on with his server.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hey!
he's restarting the server right now.
Alrighty. Hey, what up, Odd Job? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're fafoing, IWB fafoing. Let's get Odd Job up here. You shouldn't need permission to get up here. I think you should just be able to hop in. Please do so if you'd like to speak. Welcome, Mary Shark. Thank you for joining us tonight. And hello, Hugh Pal, my friend. If you have any questions about IWB, feel free to drop them either in the Twitch chat or in Decentraland or here in the Discord.
Go ahead and restart, Sin.
Give it the good old reload.
Yeah, this should work now.
There we go.
There we go. So you see the A-frame that you first visited in Angzar. Behind that is a big old white building. That's our sort of in-world builder IKEA in a way. And then to the left you'll see, well, there's this red and white striped build that has like a whole bunch of physics tests going on in there. And then to the right of that is my three of my default builds that anybody could use and deploy to their lands if they wanted to. But we're not messing with any of that stuff today. We're gonna try to build you a world.
Yeah,
And have you started a world at all through IWB?
I have not.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna look at your screen and try to help walk you through it. So in the upper right corner, you see the IWB logo underneath your avatar picture, right?
Yep.
Let's click on My Worlds
My
on
world.
this side. So those are all of your millions of names that you have in your wallet, right?
Yes.
And it says that on that first page, at least, none of them are created, right? Looks like you have Beyond the NFT created.
Yeah, I jumped into it earlier.
Okay, so is that where you want to build it?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so let's hop on over there. Well, let's demonstrate maybe how to set another one up just for the viewers.
Okay, yeah.
And then we'll jump in that one to work. But so go ahead and pick any random name that you don't mind like starting up.
All right, let's do Mew1.
U1. All right, so you clicked on the green thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it says initialize world, and that's basically giving permission and setting up the basic setup to build in your name, right? And so you go ahead, click continue. And so here you just have to wait for a little bit. Oh, sorry, that's my dog.
Initializing. All right.
All right, so it says new world deployed, and you want to join. So you click on join. I'm gonna look for that and try to join you there too.
Okay.
Or maybe better yet, I won't. I'll just watch your screen
Mm-hmm.
because it's actually better um, when you're working on a new build and are moving things around a lot. It's better if there's no one else in there messing with you.
Okay.
But maybe later on when you're kind of settled, I'll. What is that?
It's the hearts from my shoes. They like populate.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
they populated from like the last load, I guess.
okay, okay, cool. Um, all right, so let's click on the IWB logo again.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna start, like I said, let's just start with like a basic beginner build. So first thing you want to do is click on create,
All right.
and we're gonna click a blank scene.
There we go.
And you want to name your scene, right?
Okay.
And these are the things that appear on the map if someone's looking around, right? So it'll say that, it'll have that. And if you want to put a thumbnail image instead of the default DCL image, you would paste the URL to one here. And obviously you don't have that made right now, so you can leave it blank. But for people curious on where do you host an image, for example, I
Mm-hmm.
like to use imgur.com, imgur.com. You can post images there, you can post videos there, and if you do a short video, like maybe a minute or two, you can actually use those videos in Decentraland. They have cores enabled, which is one of the things that complicates posting videos in Decentraland. So it's a good resource to have and use for this. You see it defaults to adult.
Yes,
So you
which
can
is
switch
how I
that.
want it.
Okay, okay, perfect. So we'll leave it like that. I don't think that matters currently in 2.0. It doesn't acknowledge the age of the scene or the maturity of the scene, right? So it doesn't matter, but definitely set that to what you want it to be. Um, disable voice, disable portable experiences, categories. Like I think all that stuff kind of speaks for itself, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then go ahead and click create.
Alrighty.
Now at this point, you're gonna pick your parcels. You can create a giant estate. I forget exactly how many parcels are there. I think it's like 2,000 or something like that. Or I don't remember the number, but you could like pick that whole scene if you wanted to be your giant estate. But deselect those.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm clicky. I'm click happy. I'm click happy.
Right where your arrow is, so that it's close to you.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to just pick one parcel,
Okay. Oh,
and then
lit up.
and then what I want to make a note here. Let's say you were going to do a 2 by 2.
Mm-hmm.
You would do like a perfect square of 4. One important thing to keep in mind when you're building is to pick the first parcel you pick should be the southwestern parcel. So it should be the lower
Okay.
left parcel always, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like if you were to do a 2 by 2, you would pick the right, one to the right and two above, right?
Yeah.
Or a 3 by 3, you would pick two to the right and
Okay.
then the 3 rows above.
Yeah,
That's
and it
very
has to
important
come out
because
like that.
if you don't get that first layout correctly, and the same thing happens in Builder and everything else, like if you don't pinpoint the first coordinates correctly, you're going when you try to deploy it, you're going to receive an error.
Okay.
So that's like a very important thing. If you're doing a single parcel, it doesn't matter, right? Because it's just one parcel, so you can put it anywhere you wanted. But so let's just click save scene on that,
All right.
and that's your scene there on the left, right?
Here it is.
And go ahead and run off of it for a second.
Oops.
All right, notice when you're on the grass, you just see the IWB logo, and when you run in the scene, another logo pops up.
Oh yeah.
You got the little info logo. So go ahead and click on that, and now you have a play button, right? So go ahead and click on the play button.
right.
Play means that you are using it as if you're just any other user. Now you're in build mode. When you toggle from play mode to construction mode, which is that crane,
The crane. Okay.
that means you're in build mode. But whatever you build, you can only do it while you're on the parcel. The way that the info button disappeared and reappeared, right? If you're off of that, sorry, my dog's trying to play.
Okay.
If you're off of that, it's going to be harder to you're not going to successfully build things. So you always have to keep that in mind, that you need to stay on the dirt, right? Or whatever you put on the ground there. So right now, if you click on the 3D cube,
Yep.
those are your assets. And as you can see, there are no assets in your catalog. And the reason it's like this is because when we first started IWB, we have like 6,000 assets. And we initially set it up to where they would all load in your catalog. And what that did was cause major load time, long lag and load time. And also it was kind of a pain to like go through and pick assets that you like, because there's 6,000 of them, you know? So what we do instead is right where it says choose assets from the catalog, you can click on view.
View.
And now you get to see all the assets in the catalog. Sorry, my dog is like trying to play tug of war. So you can pick assets that you want. And so again, there's like 6,000 assets, right? So let's say you want to look at the floor or the wall. In the top left where it says search assets, you could type floor or wall or couch.
Okay.
Or chair, whatever you can think of. Go ahead and write that.
Gotta do the
and then
things. Damn, no cats.
It'll start to populate with things that have your keywords, right? And so if there's anything you like, click on the plus button.
Okay. All right.
And then you can keep on looking. You can keep on looking now. So that one's selected. You can keep on looking and just continue to add other things. Select things to be added. Right now you're selecting things to be added to your catalog.
All right. I like purple hearts. Let's see. And if I, switch the search, it's still, the items I selected are still added.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
They're still good.
I see them right here, selected too.
Yeah.
I see different color floors. We got the checker floors.
Now, one glitch we've become aware of, I should post the link in the chat for you, is that what's cool is you can see it here. So let's just look at like right there, floor tiles that you just clicked. Click on the info button on that. I just want to see what it says. So see where it says category artist IWB team. That means that the IWB team made it. If it says artist Decentraland, we also included the Decentraland default assets that you would find on the builder. What we found a bug with their assets where they won't deploy properly. So I currently at this moment recommend not to use any of the Decentraland assets.
All right.
So
IWB assets it is.
And that really only matters if you're trying to deploy to 2.0. If you're trying to deploy to like a world, your own world name, that's fine. You can use whatever asset you want. So I just want you to keep that in mind too.
All right. Definitely have not selected enough assets to make a whole build, but this is a start so far.
And so what's like, so my job on the IWB team was with the help of M was to create the thumbnails for all these assets. So like all 6,000 of them, which is very, very tedious. But even then I like forget what I've made, and what some of the artists have made. And sometimes I'm always surprised, like, oh yeah, this cool asset, I forgot about it. There's a lot of really, really cool assets. And I think you can even search by creator. So I think you can search by like Kirzaz or KJ Walker, but I forget how KJ Walker is spelled, if it has a space or anything. Maybe you can't, but man, they
Oh wait,
Nikki Fuego is also another creator that's made some awesome assets in the team. Um, yeah, maybe you can't search by creator currently, but if you click the info buttons on things you like, you can find out whether or not they made it.
maybe it did need a space. Let's see. Didn't.
I know that KJs are very recognizable. They're just so amazing, you know. And Kirzaz had a field day making a lot of animals and a lot of cyberpunk stuff.
Did she make
Uh,
chairs?
the chairs. Who made the chairs? I can't remember who made the chairs
All
off the
right,
top of
I
my
see
head.
an alligator.
That's
I'm
probably
I'm
Kirzaz.
definitely adding this asset. Oh, an ant hill. I gotta. Oh man, this is why I don't build, because it turns into like a Florida man thing. I just start adding a bunch of creatures and coronaviruses.
So also the like I believe the info button tells I'm not sure. Click on the info button of the maybe the armadillo or whatever, any one of those.
Mhm.
No, it doesn't tell you. Well, it'll tell you if you put it in the scene. It'll tell you the poly count and everything.
Okay.
If you put it in the scene. Right now, adding anything to your catalog doesn't really take up a lot of bandwidth.
Mhm.
So you can sort of add whatever you want, and you can even remove it from your catalog if you don't want to use it.
Nice. Are there like RGB options? Like, let's say with these white stairs here,
Um,
change them to like
Not currently,
gray.
no, but there are with a lot of the assets, there are various color options that you could choose from.
Mhm. I'm having fun just selecting what my future
Yeah, this
build should
part
look
this
like.
part's pretty cool, and like I said, the IKEA that we have is even more fun because it's literally like running around a store and looking at 3D items, and then you can click on the item and you can add it to your catalog, or you can download it to your desktop because all these items are CCO paid for by the Decentraland DAO. But you could literally take these items and use them in Decentraland, use them in Hyperfy if you wanted. Um, but it's pretty fun to actually see them in 3D in world and
Mhm.
then just add them to your backpack or your catalog. Your catalog.
Ooh, we got
See,
some
there's some
couches.
couches with different colors.
Yep. I gotta add the purple couches. The barracuda, of course. Gonna hang it up on the wall.
Yeah, you might recognize some of these items from the Trash the House build that I made recently because those all the items in that build were from this catalog.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, oh, okay. So this is like my selected list. This is cool.
Yep, cool.
All right. I guess we can move forward with just this for now. I'm
Okay,
sure I'll be
great.
back.
Great. Yeah, and just click on add. You get a little pop-up, and what's happening here is you're telling IWB this is what you want in your catalog, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so in order to see it, like just like with anything in Decentraland, if you update any scene, you have to deploy it and reload. And so what it just did for you is basically deploy it. And so you need to hit update, and that's gonna see on the upper left there where it says
Oh,
assets ready,
I see.
update.
Mm-hmm.
Click on that, and now it's deploying. And then you're gonna just refresh the scene, and they'll be in your catalog.
Okay. And I would have to be standing on the scene for this.
I believe you may not actually, but I always err on stay in the scene no matter what that
Mm-hmm.
you're building
Mm-hmm. All
in.
right.
Because the cool thing about this world now, right, is you have right now you have a single parcel.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and refresh while I talk. Right now you have a single parcel, and but you could build a single parcel and an estate and a third parcel and a fourth estate and a fifth estate, right? And those are all individual scenes. You could build dozens and dozens of scenes on name, and you could deploy an individual scene to an individual parcel in Genesis City with using just one name, which is really cool, you know.
Oh, cool.
And
I'm back on the build.
your catalog exists for all the scenes in your name. So you don't have to do that if you decide on assets that you love and want to use all the time. You only have to do that catalog thing once for the name.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's
now
cool.
so now if you click on the cube, right, your 3D assets,
Mm-hmm.
there's all your items in there. Now before you get all click happy,
Yes, I
press
got
one, press one.
one.
All right, so you saw there, it's like it's trying to tell you that the asset was out of bounds.
Yep.
Um, now I think it glitched. Go ahead and refresh one more time.
Got to click happy.
Yeah, that's fine though. That's normal. I just want to show you, like before you canceled, I should have told you to put the asset in the box in the scene.
Mm.
Um, but there's another way. There's another way. Like this is part of where I'm saying like there's many ways to build, and you have to sort of figure out your preferred method. So I want to show you one of the things that I like a lot. So click on an item, and then click. Let's say the alligator, right? Click
Mm-hmm.
on the info circle on it,
Yeah.
and click on place centered.
Place centered. Oh.
And there it is. It's directly center of your build, and now you can take that item and move it around wherever you want. And I'll tell you how in a second. One thing I wanted to say before you started placing anything is one of the things that you really have to consider before you start building is the direction of your doorway. If there is a doorway,
Mm-hmm.
um, let's say your parcel is, I don't know, on the northern side of Genesis City, and you want your doorway to be on the south side.
Mm-hmm.
You need to build it that way because once you build your whole build, currently you can't rotate the scene. So if you were to deploy it into Genesis City, the doorway might be on the wrong side, right?
Okay.
So you have your map on the upper left,
Mm-hmm.
and so you see where your arrow points. And so if you have an idea of where you want your front door or whatever, the front of your scene to be, keep that in mind.
Okay.
Okay. Now that doesn't mean that like it's on the to-do list to be able to rotate scenes, which I remember when I built in Casa Rustan, I wanted to rotate my scene and I didn't know how to do it, and I had to get a lot of coding help to do it because it involved scene parenting, which was not like an easy thing to do in the builder at the time. And I also gave up on Builder pretty quickly and started using SDK, so I needed to learn how to do the SDK code for scene parenting. So that's what it takes to rotate a scene. Every item in it has to be parented to the scene. And so that's something that's on the to-do list for IWB to be able to do that after you make a build.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep that in mind. All right, so now you have your item place centered. If you stand up, and sometimes it's easier to do it in first person mode. If you stand up, you point your cursor at it. You see this little key on the upper left
Oh, yes.
that tells you things.
Yep, I did.
So 1 is edit, 2 is copy, 3 is copy and place, E is grab, F is delete, and then to the left of that you see shift, position, 2, 3, change plus, change negative, right?
Yep.
So I want you to let's do copy and place first because I like this one. So with the cursor highlighted over it, press 3, and then you can just press E to place that down.
Oh, would I have to get...
Wait, what is that? Is that the... What is it grabbing?
It's a box with the... Yeah, I don't know.
You
Maybe...
pressed 3, right?
Yeah, I thought I did. Well, let's see. How can I reset?
Okay. Yeah, I think the only thing you do is refresh. That's weird. I wonder those hearts. Like, I don't know what the deal is with those hearts from your shoes.
Oh, okay. I won't use them.
But I don't know why. I don't know why they're appearing there right in the center. Maybe you should just swap your shoes real quick.
because I
That might be a
jump. Whenever I jump, it makes the.
maybe there's like a new bug that you just uncovered with smart shoes,
No,
you know?
not my smart shoes.
Portable experience shoes.
Now I gotta
I've never seen that happen before.
now I gotta wear my dumb shoes.
So if anything ever, yeah, so see there you have that's the shoes trying to load, right? So maybe that's affecting Builder for some reason.
Hmm,
I don't know. But
there it is.
one of the what was I gonna say? Um yeah, let's hit 3 again.
Okay,
Oh wait, we didn't change shoes though.
we do 3. Well, I didn't
Okay,
activate
okay, so
the.
now so you press 3 and this little pop-up shows up, right? And you
Mhm.
see one alligator, but I want you see where the top where it says position and it says X, Y, Z.
Yep.
I want you to click on X or Z, up or down, either way,
Oh.
on the arrows below it.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go. There, so you just basically copied and duplicated a crocodile, right? So this is the thing I like about copy and place is it makes it easy for you to go ahead and click close.
Okay, so it's okay to click close.
It makes it easy for you to position things accurately, right? Like so if you wanted 5 crocodiles on the same axis perfectly, like a dance kicking line, that's how you would do that, right? And so if you want to remove one now, put your cursor over one and just press F, and it asks to make sure, and then you click delete, right? And let's click on the eye info button on the right. And this gives you everything that's in your scene. So if you click the eyeball, it hides that item, right? If you click the lock, you can no longer interact with that item. So like you're sure you want that crocodile to be right there. You don't want to move it. You don't want to accidentally delete it, then lock that shit, right? But you can unlock that now because you may not want it there, right?
Well, I already killed their leader. The leader was the one in the middle. I took him out as soon as I could. Looks like I can't unlock the second.
Not unlocking. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna uncover all the bugs today. It looks like.
Yeah. But okay, you get to stay. You move.
All right, and so then we have the other options. Edit actually brings up like the transform panel that lets you move it and stuff.
Oh, edit.
So like if something is there and you want to access it quickly, you press edit. You can click on transform, advanced name. You can rename the item so it's easy for you to find. GLTF gives you features to make it have have colliders or not, and other features like that. Click back again. Advanced is the more advanced stuff, which is I don't think anyone should be messing with that who doesn't know yet what to do before they learn how to walk, right? But that's where you do a lot of cool stuff, like triggers and actions and game building and all sorts of really cool, like amazing advanced stuff. So you can close out of there. Go ahead and highlight that crocodile again. And I think we covered all of them, right? So press E to grab it. I want to show you the other control thing. So we saw also shift position and 2, 3 change, right? So press 2 and 3. So now you can move it manually, right? If you press shift, changes rotation. Press 2 and 3. Oh, that's scale. Scale needs a little bit of work. Like things get crazy with scale. Press 1 to cancel. Press 1.
Oh, there you are.
All right. So let's try that again. Let's do edit. Press 1. Or sorry, we want to grab. Press close.
Close E.
E to grab. All right. Let's try scale. So shift. Right?
Okay. It's because what shift does is it cycles through. So
right
now shift
position, scale, and rotation.
Now it's in rotation. So if I were to click 2 and 3.
Right, there you go. So this is like just another method of building based on preference, right? I personally almost never use this. I think it's pretty great. It's pretty awesome. I might use it every once in a while, depending on the circumstance. But I personally like using the info bubble on the lower nav bar, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
my favorite thing to use. So you have to, now that you're moving around, you have to place it when you're done. So you have
Ah,
to press E
there we
when
go.
you're done, and now you can start using other buttons again, right? So like I tend to err on the side of caution. I always click on the info circle and I transform and I make sure I'm selecting the item that I want to edit, right? And then I'll
Mm-hmm.
just click edit on that.
Okay.
And that's how I usually manipulate things. Um, but that's basically it right there. I just want to go over the other buttons so you know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that the crane is construction mode. The one beneath that is builder mode or God mode. And builder mode is how you've been doing it.
Okay.
So if you click that, it toggles to God mode. Now hit spacebar. So now you can fly and build, right?
How
And
do you
again, you want to stay in that scene,
how do you
right?
go down?
So if you want to go down, close God mode.
Oh, okay. I see.
And then we know the 3D assets, right? And then we have the magnet tool under that. That actually makes the items snap to grid. So if you were to pick up the crocodile, it wouldn't be so free flowing.
Mm-hmm.
It would actually snap instead of giving you
Ah.
full customization. It would be like mathematically placed with snaps,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, it would be good
Uh,
for putting floors down or walls and stuff like that.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then you have the upload, the custom uploader button. And while we're here, we might as well do this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an item that you need that you want to upload to your build, like a past guest or something? Do you have anything
Hmm.
ready for that?
Hmm.
Or
Let's.
maybe just like a picture of your logo or something?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I can do that.
Let's do upload.
Continue.
So this opens up a new browser page that takes you to the InWorldBuilder um, server, asset server. And of course, do you have a 3D asset that you can build? Maybe your Mu
Yeah,
bubble or something.
yeah. That's. I mean,
So
that's a go-to.
cool. Yeah. So you want to select the 3D file. So the purpose of this stuff, like the description and everything, is in case there's future plans to make it so that you can actually sell the items that you customize. By
Okay.
default, if you upload an item, it's private and you can make it public and then it's available in the catalog for anybody to use. But for now it's private. But it's still important to fill out these things if you wanted to make it available in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So you see up top, you have 50,000 megabytes out of 100 megabytes. I think that's a total based on all the names you own.
Oh.
I think one name would be
100.
less than that. Yeah, 100 megabytes. So you have 500 names or something. I don't know. 50 names. I don't know what that is.
I got. I
Yeah,
got
so there's your
many.
asset. So while you're there, take a screenshot of it. Like just
Mm-hmm.
not the full screen, but like just grab a screenshot of it. That'll be your thumbnail.
Yep. Oh, dang it. Okay. Let's see. All right, got a screenshot.
Got it. All right, now pick an asset style for it.
Mm,
You have to fill out all these things in order to upload them.
okay, so it's a have to. Let's see. I wasn't too sure where this would fall under, so I guess maybe.
Oh, we don't
Yeah,
see your drop down. Yeah, so just pick the best thing that makes sense.
yeah, and also welcome to the dog house. It's that time. It's that time. 9 p.m. All right, we'll just do a house modern, whatever.
Perfect. All right, now you upload your screenshot.
Hmm. Dang puppies, they're excited today. Let's,
They're excited to build.
He's like, "You building in there? I hear you."
There you go. All
Uh,
right, and click upload thumbnail, and now upload asset. And this window will close on its own. You'll be back in here,
oh,
and usually there's a pop-up right there that says that you need to refresh, which is strange that I don't see it.
okay.
Oh,
So
here we go. Um,
so annoying. And welcome, Hugh Pow. I see you down here in the listeners. Let's see.
Basically, if anything ever goes funky in the builder, refreshing is always good. Refreshing frequently is also good because that's almost like an autosave feature.
Okay, so
Because
refresh
as
works.
you notice, yeah, as you notice, you haven't had to save at all
Mm-hmm.
since you've been building, which is good. I believe it's based on the last person that's in your scene. So we saw Derek in there earlier. I don't think he's still in there. Um, but all right, so you want to find your Mew, right? But
Yes.
so you have to, where it says public, you have to change that to private.
Uh, okay, so that was a drop down.
Okay, so it didn't seem to go through.
No,
Um,
maybe not yet.
well, yeah, I don't know. That could be a server issue potentially. But like I said, after you uploaded the asset, we should have seen a little asset ready to be upload window
Mm-hmm.
pop up on the left, and that didn't pop up.
Yep, yep.
So either we try again or figure that out later. But that's a Lastrum thing. But basically that's how you would upload a custom asset.
Okay.
Until today, that's the first time I saw it not work in like 5 months.
Maybe I just refreshed too fast.
Possible, but that I mean maybe that caused it to fail completely. Who knows?
Oh yeah, that too.
But let's go ahead and start building your scene. Let's just try to build a basic scene. So like if you wanted to use the floor first, change it to public. If you wanted to do the floor first, with the floor, I definitely recommend placing in the center, the way that I showed you with the alligator.
Mm-hmm. Oh, oh. Okay. Oh,
So hit 1 to cancel.
oh, one to cancel. Okay, that's how you cancel there.
There we go.
Mm,
There you go. Beautiful. And so it's perfectly centered now. And so you can duplicate that to build your floor. There are also floors available that cover the whole parcel. You can scale that to fit the floor completely, right? Oh, you selected the alligator.
oops.
This is why I like. Oh, it looks like you had. Oh, you duplicated it. This is why I like using the info button because it helps me select the right one easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right there. Oop, I'm clicking the wrong buttons here.
So that one you rotated to 270. You can just type 0 and hit enter in there,
Ah, and then
and
just.
that'll get it right back. So you can do it both mathematically or with the arrow buttons.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll notice there's extra arrows under scale.
Under scale.
Yeah, in the
Oh,
transform.
yeah. For that, I need to go into edit mode. Edit under
Remember too,
transform.
you can use copy and place.
Oh yeah.
So see the scale there?
Mm-hmm.
You see the arrows to the right of it?
Mm-hmm. Right here.
Yeah, press 1.
Oh, okay.
So that scales the X, Y, and Z all at once, right?
Okay, you can make
And
that.
if that's too big, you can click the microscope next to that. See the microscope?
Yep.
Changes it to a tenth, right? So now it's going to be smaller increments. So go ahead and click it.
Okay.
And if you click it again, it's even smaller.
Yeah, you can't
And
even
if you
notice
click it
it.
right, and if you click it again, it's 1. Now I want you to bring that back to default. Just type 0, enter in each box, right?
Okay.
All right. And I don't know where it went though.
Uh,
It's like
Probably.
underground.
Yeah. Let's see. No.
That's weird. Oh wait, it should be 1, 1, 1, 1, not 0. It's like invisible because it's 0.
Uh, so this should
So
be
do
one.
on the
Y
on
should.
the no on the bottom the scale do 1, 1, 1.
Uh. Oh, there we
There
go.
it is. All
Okay.
right, and close out of that. Close out of that. And let's just do copy and paste 3. Right, this will be faster.
Yep.
And then you just move it over. The Y is always up and down. Um, I always get X and Z wrong. Like you have like a 50% chance of guessing the right axis, right? And I always get it wrong. Lastrom knows, like he has this weird way of knowing which way you're supposed to go.
Coder stuff.
Yeah.
I'm almost tempted to just go the easy route and just take one of these, put it on a big square. Let's see, grab.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh yeah, first person.
See what happens if you click on the magnet.
All right. Oh, perfect. Right there.
So that's where the magnet is like really useful.
All right.
And press E.
E.
Right. There you go.
And then from
Beautiful.
all right, that's a tile. Go here, edit, transform, and scale. Oops. Well, I could just move it.
Perfect.
Oh no. Yeah.
This is the learning process.
Okay.
Actually, if you scale that,
Looks
well,
like
you're
it
gonna make
pops
4 of
out.
them.
It looks like it pops. I was gonna make 4, but it
Yeah,
did pop
cool.
out. Yeah.
No, that's cool. Well, it's because your Y scale is 4. That's why it's like so tall. It's kind of cool though.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, it is kind of cool.
If you make that 1, it'll be like flat, like it's supposed to be.
All right. Can I take this one and yep.
Yeah, copy and paste.
Okay.
Perfect. Maybe delete those other 3, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna cover them up.
Oh wait, here.
I'm gonna hire the crocodile hunter. R.I.P.
They're my pet. Alright, actually I could just make them go away for now. Okay. Delete. Think this one, yeah. Oops, I keep doing Y. Nope.
Nice.
Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're just building. Or here's our floor at least. What's it?
So one of the other things to keep in mind as you're building here
Mm-hmm.
are bounding boxes. So each asset has like an invisible bounding box, which is really annoying. It's one of the things I hate most in Decentraland. One of the things that causes a lot of problems, but I get its necessity because we're an open world and we share the world with other people.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were to take one of these squares and rotate it 45 degrees so it's more like a diamond, right, instead of a square, there's actually now a bigger box surrounding it, which could exceed the bounds of your scene, which means if you were to deploy that in Genesis City, that asset won't load. It'll just be invisible.
Oh, okay.
So I think what you've built here should load. it's right up to the edge of the scene. It's like literally like you can't go any further. So if it doesn't load, that's why,
Okay.
because it's too close. But so it's sometimes it's good. I think you're fine, but I think sometimes it's good to build not right up against the edge, but it's also really good to not get carried away with rotating items in weird angles, because then the bounding box gets bigger and
Okay.
you have to do a little bit of trial and error troubleshooting to make sure that it loads in your scene.
Okay. Well, that's good information to know whenever I do deploy.
There's nothing more frustrating than like building a gorgeous scene and then deploying it and then like half of it doesn't load and you're like, what the hell? And I think that happens to everyone who
Mm-hmm.
builds in Decentraland. And that's why.
All right. Oh,
If you have a big estate, that's not so much a problem, right? Because you don't always have to build to the edge. But a single parcel can be brutal.
mm-hmm. Oh, no, no, not this object.
It's like the monolith from 2001.
We've rediscovered it. I thought I heard somewhere that it like disappeared or something. No. Mm, floor tiles, floor. Oh, there it is. I believe these are walls, right? Yeah, these are walls.
Yeah. See, you're already starting to like get the hang of it.
Um, all right, this is where, like, it's crucial. Yet what you were mentioning, like, don't
Yeah.
build because you could come off like this.
Also, I recommend with walls to leave enough room for the avatar to squeeze through. Like if you were to deploy in Genesis City and you're like landlocked between other builds,
Hmm.
you might not be able to walk between your build and another person's build if they have walls right to the edge.
Uh huh. Yeah.
So
Very
it's
true.
another thing to keep in mind with a single parcel. This is also one of the reason why I don't like a lot of walls. I don't like builds that you enter and exit through only one doorway, and I don't like windows. I like to be able to jump out from anywhere of the build.
Yeah. All right. For some reason, I feel like okay. I see. It's only one face of the wall that gives you the inner. No, maybe not.
Yeah, no, that does happen sometimes. That does definitely happen. And I noticed that too with like it seems like part of it, if you run around, it'll appear.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess it's more of a reason to use the little eye, the
Yeah,
info.
yeah. I've found that once I have a build done, what's cool is even though you don't see the little key, you could still push the button and it should work. Um, but I to me that's a little bit risky sometimes if you don't know exactly what item you're moving.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but go ahead and I forget which button it is for copy place. Is it 3? I always forget.
3. Oh, oh no,
Yeah,
it took hold of the floor. That's what it keeps.
right. Three is grab, right?
Yeah,
Copy and place. Wait, I saw it for a second.
it is.
There.
Yeah, it
It
is
is
3,
3. It is 3. Yeah.
but it's for yeah, it only hooks onto the floor right now.
Oh, I grabbed the floor.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We did it.
So that's so that like those buttons still work even if you don't see the key
Uh huh.
sometimes, but also that's like something to be careful of, right? Because like sometimes you'll accidentally press F to delete or move an item that you don't want to move, and that's where the lock comes in handy. So like
Ah,
so like right now the floor is where you want it to be, so you can lock the floor and then you'll never be able to grab it.
I see. I see.
Now if you refresh, all the locks come undone.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
So it's not a permanent lock. It's just a temporary lock.
Okay. There we go. Now we can click. Oh no, locked onto the floor, but it's probably not gonna move it. Oh, it is moving it. Did I miss one? Diagonal wall.
There it is.
Yeah, right.
You just like click the one. Is that the one that like won't? There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that I didn't lock. There, now we have the wall. And
All right. So then also another thing to keep in mind is actually it doesn't matter. It's kind of cool.
whoa.
Oh, it looks like you went past the
Yeah, I think
scene.
I think it was well, I was trying to figure out. Let's see. Uh,
So if this was Builder, um, I think you'd still be fine. But if you had like the three crocodiles, which you do, they're just turned off, right?
that's odd.
You'd probably be over the triangle count, which sucks, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What's cool is triangle count doesn't matter with InWorldBuilder. So you can just continue building.
Yeah.
If you were to build this in Builder, you'd have to keep track of the walls that you're using, right?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of just copying and placing multiple walls on a side, you'd have to take one wall and just scale it to be that wall.
Okay.
I tend to still do that just for optimization purposes. I tend to, like, even though we don't pay attention to triangle counts, it's still very important to make sure your build is as optimized as possible for loading and for your neighbors and stuff. But it's something you don't have to worry about with IWB, which is really cool. And if you're only deploying to a world, then who cares? Do whatever you want, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're not affecting anybody else, and all you're doing is affecting your load time, basically.
Yeah.
But I think you're gonna hit a point because I don't think we changed the setup. I can't remember if it's default or not, but you're gonna hit a point as you build where it's like you've maxed out your scene allowance, right? And you can turn that off. So let's do that real quick. Well, I guess let's delete that floor, right?
Yeah, I've been trying to find it.
Yeah, so let's do the info button and just do the eyes. Just like find it with the eye.
Yep, I was. None of
That's...
them.
Oh no, that might be like...
Oh, there we go.
There
I
it
found
is.
it.
There it is.
All right. Now
It's the
you.
top one, right? Is it the top one? Uh-oh, I think you deleted the wrong one. There it is.
All right, let's put my floors back. Why do I have so many
Oh
floors?
wait, you have a lot of floor tiles.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you might have
I might
oh
have.
look. You might have like duplicated a lot of them.
Probably. I don't know where that one goes. Alright, I can probably delete this one.
Look at you go. Nice. Take 3, 4. So there's one. Oh, there it is. Perfect.
There we
Cool. Cool. All right. While you're here, before you do that wall, or you can go ahead and delete that wall, or move it or whatever. You see the floppy disk picture?
right here.
Don't click on it. Don't click on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could if you want, but that downloads your scene into a zip file.
Okay.
And that's another way to deploy or to mess with the coding if you wanted to, or to upload it into the builder if you're more comfortable with the builder. You could build something in here and then zip it and then upload it. That's how you get your zip file. Click on the eye, the info right there.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go to size. So right now it's not recognizing your limits. But but this is where it would tell you how many polys you've used
Uh,
and what your file size is. Go to info.
oops. Where were we? Fuck. What?
Yeah,
What?
right there. Click on that,
Oh yeah, it was
and
this
then the I
here.
again.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Info. See where right here on info where it says on the right side, scene limits, toggle poly count and size restrictions.
Okay.
Um, I forget now which one is on and off, but
Yeah, scene
um,
limits was off. Like.
yeah. So maybe he changed it to default off, which is great. I think it originally was on,
Hmm.
which means it would recognize Decentraland's requirements for a build.
Okay.
So I believe at off, you can build however crazy you want,
I see.
not worry about poly count. Um, and then let's see, access. Click on access. That's where you can add a wallet
It's a
for
build.
somebody else to help build you there. So if you added my wallet,
Hmm.
I could help you build stuff. So let me give you my wallet real quick.
Yep.
Oh, and I gotta jump in there too. All right, pasting it in the chat.
Yep.
And this will be cool to demonstrate. And I'm going to jump into your world. So right now I'm at the Angzar build and the builder world, and what was the name of your world? M1, right?
Mew1, yeah.
All right, so I search in the IWB menu. I'm searching for Mew1, and oh, I found two of them.
Is it Mew1 World? Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, I'm gonna try the first one and see if I get lucky.
There you
I
are.
hear you. I hear you running around. But yeah, so now I'm in here, and now you've given me permission to build, and now we can both build in real time together. The crocodiles. So I see the crocodiles on my screen. I think they're still invisible on yours, right?
Yeah, they are.
So I think the visibility and the lock probably
Is local.
yeah, and I think I don't know if they stay hidden if you refresh or not, but I can see that. And I also, let's see, I want to check out the catalog. I have your catalog that you selected.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you were mentioning that the catalog will be like specific to the world.
So I'm gonna just try something. Do you see what I just added?
Yep, yep. Yeah, the couch.
And that's where it's gonna go. That's where I want it. I'm just kidding.
I'm putting the cat statue next to. Let's see, I gotta.
But basically, this is something you could never do in Decentraland. This obviously was inspired by Hyperfi, but we can now build together as teammates, right? And construct something together if we wanted to. I'm gonna delete it because that's not where you want it, right?
It doesn't matter. I mean, eventually we'll put it together for sure.
Let's lower it down.
Yeah, let's see. I press 3.
Oh, mine's not. Oh shoot. 0. I selected the wrong thing.
And then I can.
I'm here to wreck your build. This one.
Little do you know, what you consider wrecking is actually help.
All right, now it's on the correct rotation-ish. And this one defaults to have collisions, which is nice. I think all items default to having collision. I'm gonna make it a little bigger because the seat seems kind of small to me.
What was the grab? E is grab. No, not that. Don't grab that. Can't.
Yeah, that's why I like to
Menu.
use the I button. Oh, that's too big.
This is so much fun.
Oops. Here we go. All right. I'm just gonna sit here while you build.
Wonder if I can get him closer. Maybe not too close. I'm gonna have to put a TV in front of the wall here, in front of you.
Makes sense. There's actually some TV assets. There's all sorts of cool stuff. There's a bar, neon lights, TVs. Hopefully someday the IKEA build will be complete and you can just run around there and look at every single item because it's just so massive that it's a task to go through all of it and decide what you like most, you know? So I highly recommend like maybe the first time someone builds to just spend an hour or two just like looking at all the assets and really adding the ones that you care about most to your catalog, you know, so you can get the full idea of what's available to you.
Is the catalog available like outside? Oh, here it is. I'm trying to get a TV.
Yeah, one of the other it might be like so you got to try you can try different names too. It might still be in there. Um Also, the drop down below it, below search, you can continue to add more um, asset styles. Click on that where it says all.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you categories, right?
Yeah.
One of the categories that you should almost automatically add is smart items.
Smart.
There's a lot of stuff in there you may or may not use, but there's stuff in there you definitely will use, like music, images.
Playing the music. Yeah.
Uh,
Like right here. Oh, it's because I have anime up. That's why. Yeah, I saw the music assets when I when I searched TV.
yeah, you can. Yeah.
Right
So
here.
like if you just want sounds on asset styles, you could just select audio.
Mm-hmm.
You could also, if you go to the info there, you can listen to them
Oh.
and hear it before you select it. Or it
Wait.
should have been able to. Go back. Do it without selecting it, maybe. What the hell?
Maybe it's because I have the my audio off, like in Decentraland.
I mean, I don't think so. There's usually a little button to play, but who knows? I don't know what's been changed in the last week or two.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it has to be in your catalog to hear it. I can't remember now. Um, oh, there you go. Asset creator. Go back. That's where you find out. See where it says asset creator? That's where you can select InWorldBuilder or maybe he's adding that
Yeah.
now, I guess.
I think I think Laster mentioned it in one of the last few Twitter Spaces.
Oh,
That he took
okay.
out the Decentraland one because of the
Oh,
bug.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah, I didn't hear that yet.
Alright, so it's like I update and then I refresh.
Yep.
Give it a little bit.
We should try to add the Mew bubble again. See if we can get it to work. I don't know why that. Oh, and I'm gonna get out of your world so I don't complicate any of it.
Oh, I was just gonna put the TV up for you so you can.
I'll come back when it's ready.
All right, all right.
I should have copied the URL.
Oh, and so we're back. We're back. And yeah, it was the shoes that were
Yeah,
messing things up.
it's you uncovered a bug, man, that I didn't know about.
Let's see. There we are. It's loading.
already like starting to come together.
It is. Oh wait, no. And yeah, right after I put this TV up, I'll try again with the let's see, change position. Let's see, shift,
So,
rotate.
so
See.
right now the angle that you're standing, right, is like an improper angle. Like it's not perfectly zero.
Ah,
So if you turn on the magnet, that will be zeroed, right?
okay.
It's probably in the wall now.
Yeah, on the other side maybe.
But that way you can tell that it's like perfectly square. Because this is one thing definitely that if it was slightly angled in a less than zero rotation, then the bounding box would be larger and it could potentially be off the scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then also you can
Oh,
rotate with the 2-3 button. Scale needs to be fixed a little bit, but
yep.
if you're quick with scale, you can like if you scale down, you have to press it again to stop it, or scale up. You just have to be kind of quick. So that just needs to be adjusted.
See. Oh wait.
Here, do the
This.
buttons on the left. Remember?
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
Big,
It's a perfect use for that.
big old TV. It's not.
200-inch.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Look at that TV, slaps TV.
And so if you put a video smart item over that screen and then put the video on imgur.com and take that URL and copy and paste it into the video smart item, you'll have a TV that actually plays something.
Oh, that's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's what you were mentioning with Injure.
Yeah.
Oops. I think I have
So
to.
the reason
I need
you
to click
can't
that.
the
Yep.
reason you can't do like YouTube videos and stuff is because they're not they don't allow cores. I don't know how to say it properly, but Vimeo does if you have Vimeo Pro. So that's why we always talk about like signing up for Vimeo Pro to display videos. But I found one day back when I built the Tranquility Spa, I hit my scene limits. I used to put videos within the Decentraland coding files that were small enough they could fit within the scene megabyte limits. So I used to put videos in the scenes hosted by Decentraland, which would work. But if it's too big, you're gonna like if it's like imagine the size of almost any video that you have on your hard drive. It's usually over 23 megabytes, you know, but a single parcel allows 15 megabytes max. So that's like including your build and everything. So like your video file has to be like less than a megabyte if you want to use it hosted by Decentraland, you know?
Yeah.
But then I found that Imgur, I could host a video there and put it into Decentraland. I could do like I think the reason it has to be short on Imgur is because they have a limit on how big the video can be.
Okay.
But that's the only that's one of the free ways that you can navigate that.
Mm. So wait, I need to upload a. Let's see, upload file. Let's try again with our Mew bubble. There it is. Upload thumbnail. Upload asset. Mew bubble asset is uploaded pending deployment. The placeholder object is temporarily available. So then
Perfect. So that's what we didn't get last time, right? So
I believe we didn't.
So click update.
Update.
I don't know why that didn't appear last time, but it's working now. So this is adding it to your catalog the same way that you add any item to your catalog. And so again, it's deploying and then you have to refresh.
Always allowed the central land.
Now I noticed when you enter the scene, you're behind the wall that you made.
Yeah.
So one of the cool things you can do is set your spawn point.
Oh, you can? Nice.
Yeah. So that you're not there. It looks pretty cool with the crocodiles actually.
Yeah, it does.
Did you
Maybe
did you make those no longer invisible or did they just appear on their own?
they reappeared.
Okay, cool. So it's the same as the lock then, that it only lasts as long as.
Oh, but wait, when I went into
Oh
build
wait.
mode, when I went into build mode,
Oh, right,
okay.
right. That makes sense.
But
That
it
makes
looks, but
sense.
it does look really cool. I like the aesthetic of like just gators and freaking. See, you
And I
see.
like that. I like that they're in the floor too.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
the floor is lava.
I almost want to see if there's any like blue or swampy looking like floors that I could
Oh,
add.
they totally are. There's like a whole bunch of crazy crap in there.
I might just
All right,
put
let's see
like
if we can figure out how to change your spawn really quick
yeah.
because and I've done it before and this is going to be a little bit of like I have to remember how to do it. Um, where do I start? Let's click on the info button. I
Info.
don't remember how to do it, but I know it's possible. Maybe it's not the info button. It might be a
How
smart
about
item. There you go.
would
Well,
it be
actually here, perfect. Click on spawns.
spawn? Oh,
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Click on add spawn.
add
All
spawn.
right, now there should be two like invisible boxes. So let's with the position on the top one,
Hmm.
let's push the Y coordinate up. Just go up.
Up one or how many?
Just go like 4
Okay.
and look around. Look around.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. There they are. Okay, so so the green one, you place that where you want to spawn,
Hmm.
right? That's the one that we just moved.
Yep.
So using those chords, place it exactly where you want to spawn.
All right. I guess this corner for now. Yeah, it's good.
Let's come in the build just a touch.
Oh, yeah. Good idea. Oops. This,
Like I don't think it won't work if you didn't do that, but
just in case.
just so we can tell. And now the blue one is where your avatar is going to be looking, the direction that it looks.
Okay.
So if you're standing in the green square, place the blue one where you want it to look.
Okay.
So go ahead and stand in the green square. Remember, you can't move stuff off of the on the grass. You have to be on your scene.
Yeah, true. And oops. Bring it in. I guess we can put it under, right?
Well, so if you put it right there, you're gonna be looking out into the horizon.
I'll be looking.
If you put it like by the TV, you're gonna spawn looking at the TV.
Oh, okay. And where's like the anchor point? Because what I'm thinking, what it's sounding like is that this could be an anchor point if it's in this far point, part of the parcel. I'll be looking out.
That blue box is just what your avatar is gonna look at.
Uh,
So the green box is where your avatar is going to spawn,
I
and
see.
you're actually gonna spawn in the air, putting it there.
Would,
Remember to go back in the scene.
would
You're
that
not in
break?
the
Would
scene.
that break it?
No, you'll just spawn in the air and you'll drop. Which
Uh,
if you spawn into the cove, I have you spawning like a parcel up, like a half
mhm.
parcel up.
Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, whenever you, are you talking about like when you hit the teleporter or when you like spawn in?
When you teleport to that um, coordinates.
Okay, okay, and then save spawn.
So there you're looking at the wall. Is that what you want?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, save spawn.
Save spawn. Do I delete
And
this
then
one?
select, yeah, delete that one. Boom. If you have 2 of those, it's going to randomly choose. So you could put like
But
4 of them, and then people that join will spawn in random spots,
that's
right?
pretty cool.
So now you close, and we can test it out just by refreshing to see if you're on the wall now or by the corner.
Yeah, I didn't have to like update or anything like that.
No, that was just for assets.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fingers crossed it works, right?
All right, let's see. Nope.
No, no, it didn't work. Okay. Well,
Well, maybe
gotta
it
love,
like
gotta
didn't.
love when I'm turned into a liar.
Maybe
Let's
it
see if it's still there.
yeah, it is still here.
It's still there. Yeah. I mean, it could work maybe if it's deployed, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's take a
but
look.
that's how you set up the spawn. I've it definitely works. Not sure why it's not working in world now. Maybe it only works when you deploy it. But like Trash the House uses a custom spawn point. Everything that I've built in IWB uses a spawn point, and that's how you do it. Oh, and look, there's your bubble.
Look.
Did you add that,
Yes,
or did it just appear
I
there?
just added
Oh,
it.
you checked like super fast, huh?
Yeah,
And got it in there. That's awesome. Look how
yeah.
quick you're getting, dude.
I'm enjoying this. Don't tell Lastrum. No, I'm
MVP.
kidding. Oh, oh wait, no, that's wrong. That's a fat meal bubble. Anyway, oh
Fat
yeah,
kitty.
it's this button that I was looking for. Let's bring it down. Oops.
That's X. There you go. Y is always up, down.
Maybe like something that would help the UI here. It's like under X, like doing the side to side, and then keeping the arrows up down for it.
Maybe. Yeah, actually, I know that Lastrom had asked about that. Um, it's a tough call. That's stuff that he would love to hear,
Mm-hmm.
you guys' preferences. I'm used to this now. I still always get it wrong, but I'm used to it.
Yeah. All right.
Look at that.
Kind of like
That
the
looks
position.
awesome.
Yeah, I kind of like the
Yeah,
positioning.
I do too. I think it looks great. It's almost like a podcast set, actually. Like you could
Yeah.
hold beyond the NFT there in a way.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You need a little NPC named Jamie that you can ask. A little AI agent named Jamie. Like Joe Rogan's Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Oh crap! I wonder if there's like in the assets there's like a little studio setup that I can like put
Uh,
on the
I
side.
th I think there might be. I think there might be if I remember right, man. It's crazy that I don't know right off the top of my head because I saw every single asset.
It's
But
only 6,000 assets, you know.
I'm pretty sure there's like microphones and stuff. There's like computer table and like computer setups and like all sorts of crazy stuff. But yeah, let me pop in there. Shoot. Can you paste me your URL?
Yep, I got you. Man, this is the part I miss most about browser. The hey, send me your URL and yeah, you just click and
Yeah.
you're there.
Well, what's cool, I don't know if many people know this, but if you paste the URL from browser and you load 2.0 from there, like how you've been ignoring it,
Mhm.
it'll load you into that parcel instead of Genesis Plaza,
Ah. And
which is cool. Little
and
hack.
and since this is here, the build would load in 2.0 or wouldn't?
It will, yeah. So
Mhm.
if you were to deploy that now, it'll load on any estate that's in your or any parcel that's in your wallet.
Mhm.
And
Even
we can demonstrate that now if you'd like. But with 2.0, it takes like 15 to 30 minutes to deploy, right?
Oh, I see, I see. So we'd be able to see it like almost instantly in 1.0, but then 2.0 may take a little
Yes.
bit before.
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
Yep.
I
Do you
mean,
want to try
yeah.
to deploy it?
Yeah,
I
let's
think you
do
should
it.
try to deploy it.
I think we should.
All right. So let's go to click the eye bubble, info bubble, and I've done, there you go. Export under spawns is export. And so you have three options here: Genesis City, Angzar Plaza, Scene Pool. Genesis City is like it sounds, right? Those are the parcels you own. Angzar Plaza is if you rent a parcel at Angzar Plaza, you would just click that and that would exist there,
Mm-hmm.
which we should probably demonstrate too. And then scene pool is where my builds exist that I made for people to use as they please.
Okay.
So let's say this build that you just made, if you want anybody to have access to it, you would deploy it to the scene pool,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
right? And so let's click Genesis City,
All right.
and then you have to pick one single parcel
Mm-hmm.
that you want. Looks like you want a lot.
Oh no,
Um,
I don't own that much. Nah. Okay. Okay. I
I've never
don't.
seen it. I've never seen it that squished.
Yeah, about that. I've been happy with. Okay. 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 Let's let's deploy this near Mewland. I think it should be this one. I think. Negative third. No, wait. Not sure which land that would be. Oh, okay. It's like land 0, land 1, and then under it is the coordinates. Let me read
Yeah, yeah. This is kind of cool to see. Actually, I think most people don't have this issue because they don't own this many parcels.
that. Well,
It
well,
doesn't. It doesn't paginate. It doesn't paginate. So it's just squishing it all in one. So that's good to know. That's good for Lastrum to know.
something to bring back to the team. Yeah, like because like
Okay.
in the other like asset like pages, like I noticed that there were actual pages and like
Yeah.
there'd be like certain size box.
Yeah.
All right.
So you just select whichever one you want to put it on.
Okay, and then deploy right here. This button.
Yep.
All
And so
right.
right now it's contacting Decentraland and setting up the deployment process, which this can take like a minute tops
Okay.
usually. Sometimes the server is acting funny and we have to ask Lastrum to reset the server the way that we did when we first started this,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
It should work now. We'll see. And then we can just hop right in there.
Yeah.
Um, and
Like,
it should load right up in browser.
should we disregard the deployment pending or just wait until
No,
it's
no,
complete?
just wait because you
Okay.
haven't actually deployed it yet.
Oh, right.
So
Oh.
right now it's gonna actually like pop up
Mm.
this little signature window.
Okay.
And
Maybe.
this takes time because the central land's like contacting the central land basically.
Okay. Knock.
And I don't know what time it is in Argentina right now.
Knock knock. The central land. Wake up.
Sometimes like if the server's not acting right, then you'll never get the pop-up.
Hmm.
In which case, you gotta contact Lastrum,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Lastrum's. It seems like Lastrum has been on standby.
He's like what's cool is even if he's not at home, he's usually able to reset the servers from his phone and stuff.
That's cool.
And so he's pretty available if you really need something. You
Hmm.
just reach out and say, "Hey, I can't deploy. Can you reset the server?" And he's even set up a manual server reset so that you don't have to do it. I haven't had much luck with it.
I gave
So
it a
so
refresh. Just.
yeah, so doing that can screw up the
Oh.
deployment process. But it did seem like it was taking too long. So what I think we should try is maybe renting a parcel in Angzar
Okay.
and deploying to that.
Okay. Let's do that.
So let me I'll give you a URL to check out. And while you do that, I'm going to hit the reset button and see if I can fix it. But
Okay. I'm gonna pull up to Angzar or that link you just sent.
yeah. All right. All right, I'm loading in.
All right.
All right, cool. So just behind us, gotta wait for this to load still.
I gotta wait for you to load. All right, there we are.
Wait, where's this dude? Did he move him on me? I wonder if he moved it. He's always like making changes and adjustments. Let me check the. Let's go into the storefront area. Yeah, this is a bit different.
I do like the NPCs running around. Gives this place life.
Totally. I don't see the guy we're supposed to talk to. Let's go back to where we were.
Okay.
He must have moved him on me. He used to be like right here. There's an NPC that you're supposed to talk to rent land.
Oh, I think I got lost.
Go back to the IWB robot. I'm running around looking for the guy.
Oh, this way.
Yeah, I don't see him. Oh well. He's been working on this huge Coliseum game.
Mm-hmm.
So he must have moved things around, and I have no idea where it is now.
Is it? Oh no, this is Angzar Blitz starter.
Luckily, we have the robot here to at least get to InWorldBuilder. Let me try. Let's see. Maybe he simplified renting. Yeah, I'm not even seeing the rental setups.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right here.
Oh,
let's try this.
Oh, right here. I see one. Reserve 3
Let's
by
go.
3.
Let's go to the closer to the road. Those are the single parcels.
Okay, closer to the road, like where we're. Oh, there you are. I'm coming. Following.
Yeah. And then let's take like this corner one, and let's see what happens when you press reserve. Maybe he got rid of the guy and just lets you rent the land right away, which is kind of cool.
Begin the store.
Yeah, so click reserve on that.
All right, and then it says jump in.
Oh yeah, jump in there. It's probably gonna try to make you talk to the guy, but maybe it'll take you to the guy.
It
Yeah,
spawned me
teleports you right back to that guy.
where he's supposed
And he's not there.
Yeah.
Well, so that's how you would do it. I don't know where the guy is right now. I don't know what last room did with him.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how you would get it. So you can pick the land you want, reserve, or you can talk to the guy right away, reserve, and then you can like almost instantly reserve the land right away. And then from within your builder, you can deploy to that more easily than you can deploy to Genesis City because you don't even have to sign on your wallet,
Mm-hmm.
which is really cool. But I'm jumping back into your world. Let's try to deploy to your Genesis City again.
Okay.
And I don't expect it to work because I think the servers, but let's see what happens. Maybe it'll work.
Mm-hmm.
I click the server reset, but usually if you leave in the middle of a deployment, then it really
Messes it up like I did. Hey, welcome, Make. I see you in World in on the Central End. Thank you for popping up.
I'm just watching TV.
All worlds. Let's see. My world, a new one, I believe it was.
Oh, what the hell? Do you see anything?
I'm loading in right now. Like
Everything just disappeared on me.
yeah, I see everything that we put. It looks like your avatar may not even be rendering anything. If you're standing here on the floor, it like your feet go through, and mine are.
Yeah, on my screen I had stuff, but as soon as you load it in, I disappeared. You know what? I'm gonna leave the scene and we'll try deploying it without me in it because sometimes the second player screws things up. I don't remember. I don't think I was in it, or I was watching TV last time you tried to deploy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to deploy again without me in it.
All right. Should I reload just in case if you're already here?
Nah, no. Let's just go for it.
Okay. Let's see. Upload.
So you want to cancel.
Cancel. What am I canceling?
You're not uploading. You're gonna click on the eye.
Yeah, you're right.
Click on the eye. There you go. export.
to Genesis City,
Yep.
and then we did this one. Oh, could take a couple minutes.
Yeah, so like if this doesn't work, then whatever. This is how you do it. And if you run into this issue, just let Lastrom know and he'll take care of it. I'll
Hmm.
resolve it really quickly. Um, and hopefully it works though.
Yeah, it would be cool to see it in Genesis City.
Let me DM him.
Little cat spot. Like, yeah, with like, at the moment, I think all my builds are obsolete. Mm. Maybe Mew Park that Derek put together is might be upkept. Maybe, I don't know.
But so you did it. You built something basic, early stages at least, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you custom uploaded an asset, which is really cool. Um, from here, you get comfortable with this, and then you get to really start to push limits with the more advanced features, which probably are best described another time, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I think we definitely do need to get like a building with IWB like part two, like further down in the future. Probably even get Lastrom in here, like so we could do the parenting stuff and like play around with all
Totally,
that.
totally. He's like he knows it better than anybody else because he built it, and it's pretty awesome to watch him do it.
Mm-hmm.
He's so fast. Um, there's things that I've done that my brain is just like, you have to kind of like, you see me making a lot of tutorials for different communities and things like that. And the reason I do that is so that I can um, remember how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Try to refresh now. Last room just said he restarted the server, so let's go through this again.
Okay.
Um, but I tend to forget things really fast, and I make tutorials to remember.
Uh,
Um, and some things, like sometimes I have these ideas of things I want to do, and like basically if you want to, let's say you want to build a game, right? All coding is really like if this, then that, right? That's like what it takes to code. If this, make this happen. And so what happens in IWB is you can sort of tell that with an asset. You can say if this asset is touched, turn the TV on, you know,
mm-hmm.
things like that. And so you can set that up without coding using what Lastrom has built.
All right, let's give it a go.
Mm.
I should
All
have
right, so hope.
probably taken a screenshot for Lastrom or for you to show the team of like the parcels, the list.
Oh yeah, well we could do that later. Also have
Oh, something happened.
there you
Okay.
go. Cool.
This is the
Click,
pop-up that you were talking about?
yeah, click continue.
Okay.
So now it wants to connect to the central area, right? So sign and deploy.
Okay. Okay, I clicked sign and then click here and sign and deploy,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, deploy
Oh
failure.
no, deploy failure. Oh geez.
Probably gotta try again.
Okay. Yeah, there's probably just like I don't know what's going on, but something Lastром's got to do. But
Oh yeah, here. One more try. Why not?
we'll give it a shot. I don't think it would work, but who knows what's happening right now with the server.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's good to like get that like see what happens when you do deploy.
Yeah. And what would happen if it succeeds is it would say deploy success.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're done. And then it will appear in Genesis City.
Deploy
Yeah.
failure. Oh, oh well.
Unfortunately, we can't demonstrate that perfectly right now, but it's possible and can be done. definitely next time, especially with the advanced features, having Lastrom on is a great idea.
Yeah.
And he can resolve all those issues like on the spot, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well,
I'm just a builder.
I have to say, I mean, since the last time, we had IWB on Beyond the NFT, like the project has come a long way. It's definitely
Yeah.
it's a lot smoother. It's in all honesty, like the bugs that have happened are kind of like bugs that I'm okay with in a way. Like they're
Yeah.
like the
Totally.
usual things that happen with any other platform. So,
Totally.
and
Totally. I mean,
the
like it's funny, like everyone goes crazy over Decentraland bugs. I mean, first of all, Decentraland is buggy as hell. Sandbox is buggy as hell.
mhm.
Hyperfy is not super buggy, but Hyperfy is Hyperfy, right? Like I can't even log into OnCyber right now. I haven't been able to for a week. I'm trying to test my new NFT, and I can't even log into OnCyber. And I haven't touched any of the other ones, but like all this stuff is so new and early, and it like what you just did when you really think about it. A small team, working on the shoulders of one guy, basically set this all up, and it's pretty badass when you consider that this is after like a year, and like you said, seeing the difference with it just in the last several months, how far it's come. And that's just a small team, Literally right now it's mostly me, Lastrom, and Mies pushing
Mhm.
pushing the limits and spotting bugs and squashing bugs. And like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, the three of us were building that gaming event venue all at the same time. Like that would have been kind of a undertaking solo, but the three of us started building that whole thing together and squashed it out in less than a day. And it was pretty cool to see happen, and it's
Mhm.
it's cool that that's possible in Decentraland.
Nice, nice. I mean, it's definitely coming along together, and even as like you were showing me the different aspects of things, like I started seeing like maybe ways that the interface it could be easier to use.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I
Which
mentioned.
which Lastrom would love to hear. He
Mhm.
would love to hear anybody's thoughts.
I even to the point where like I wonder if even like the positioning of an asset could be like key binded to like the arrow keys on your keyboard or something like that.
True. Who
And
knows? Yeah.
yeah, I mean
As
it's
far as I'm
interesting
concerned,
stuff.
anything is possible. A lot of people tell me things aren't possible, but I always try to find ways to make things come the way I envision it.
Hmm.
I feel like if you can code it, then it's possible.
Yeah.
So I don't think any idea is a bad idea uh, to run by Lastrom.
Hmm. All right. Well,
Like
that.
in my ideal world, I would love to see this implemented as a standard feature in Decentraland, so it wouldn't be dependent on anybody's server. It would just be built in
Hmm.
and ready to go.
Yep.
I personally don't touch the new creator hub. I don't touch the builder. Those are pretty buggy. There's lots of things in there that are buggy. And the limitations for me, like the triangle count limitations, I just can't work with that.
Hmm.
So I
So.
don't touch it.
This- I mean, I like how you mentioned that, like, you would like to see it as a standalone product, like as a part of the actual Decentraland
Yeah,
official way to build. Like,
yeah,
and I agree. I think this would be this is the closest concept we have to something that will appeal to those that don't want to jump into Blender, jump into or start coding in SDK.
right.
This is
And
definitely the
also,
closest we have.
just the vision of like building in the metaverse. I don't want to go to a web browser page. I don't want to go to another program to build. I don't want to build in a way that I can't see my avatar, use my avatar. Like, I place that couch down and you're sitting on it within a matter of seconds. In world, we didn't have to leave the scene or anything, you
Hmm.
know? that to me is like the grand vision, right? Everything you do, and that's kind of like the mission of Angzar, is to do everything in world. Like when we were looking for that NPC, um, like we ran around the storefronts real quick, but that's a place where you can view, demonstrate, try on, buy, and sell wearables without having to go to the marketplace.
Yep.
Things, you can reserve land and deploy to it all from within the world without having to go elsewhere, or code or any of that jazz.
Yep, it's that last from vision that he's spoken about. I mean, even when he was making the proposal for Angzar, like doing everything in world.
Yeah,
Why do we need to go to the marketplace to
yeah,
buy our
yeah.
wearables? Why can't we try it on in world?
And
So,
I personally like people say they miss the browser, they prefer the browser. I know Hyperfy is very browser oriented. The thing that I understand from the foundation perspective is the browser kind of we're at their mercy, right? We saw rave mode and the answer was to use Opera instead of Chrome. And it's like you're always going to be at the mercy of whatever the browser sets up and inhibits or
mm-hmm.
changes.
Yeah.
And that sucks. That sucks.
Yep.
I'd rather be part of an app that the foundation controls, but we need the foundation to allow custom servers so that this can be built in 2.0 or whatever, right? Whatever we're trying to do, we need to have that
That
power. We need
access.
to have that communication with the Decentraland Foundation to get these things to happen because in my personal opinion, the InWorldBuilder crushes the Creator Hub. So
I mean,
stop building the Creator Hub and work on the IWB as the way to build in Decentraland.
Yep. I mean, I haven't tried Creator Hub yet, but I mean, to the previous builder that was out there, like this is a big step forward, a big like step in the right direction
Yeah,
compared to that old builder that we had, and like so much easier. Like I managed to cover my land with the floor like as soon as I figured out what I wanted to do, just very quickly. We are building together. And yeah, I feel like this came together like very quickly for someone that had just picked up
right.
IWB.
Yeah. And I know like if you played around it for a day or two, you would really start to find your process and you would build this in probably like 5, 10 minutes,
Hmm.
not
Exactly.
even. And it's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it looks like I've kept you for 2 hours so far. So, what do you think, Rustan? Is this a good point to shut it down and
Definitely.
kick it out?
Definitely.
Yep, definitely.
IWB 101 is over.
IWB 101 with Rustan has come to a close. Um, Stay tuned for future IWB episodes. We'll bring Last Ramon for advanced tips and tricks. Well, thank you, Rustan, for taking the time to sit down with me on a Monday night to show me around IWB. To tell you the truth, with what you've showed me here tonight, I feel confident that I could jump in this on my own and start playing around, and I could even probably like explain it not as well as you, but I could explain it to someone, so, at least getting them started with.
Definitely. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Like I'm happy to help people as they do this, but what I would love to see is more people using it and developing the understanding that I have so that they can help other people build and share so that it becomes sort of like this contagious exponential growth thing, you
Hmm.
know? Because I'm always building all over like crazy, but like the only reason I'm sharing how to do this with you is for the community, and I really hope that people take advantage of it,
Hmm.
and use what's at their fingertips.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even like from your explanation, like either you've done this many times, like explained it many times, but it felt like you had like the step-by-step guide already going. It's like step one, go to IWB. Step two, pick your name. Step three, choose your catalog, uh, and then
Yeah.
upload
Well,
and you're good.
I tend to be like naturally extremely efficient with everything I do. So like I work really fast and because I have two kids. I've been doing body painting for 20 years now, and like when you have kids, it really cuts into your available time. And to navigate being a like an independent artist and a father and all the other things that are thrown at you in life, you have to either learn to work faster and more efficiently or quit something. And I don't like quitting things. I like when I'm having a good time creating something, I want to do it. So I have to figure out the best possible ways, the best methods, and most efficient ways to do things.
Yep. I mean, it shows. It shows with a 20-year career and I mean many years to get this method down pat. Because I'm sure, like, when you had your first child, like I'm sure you weren't very aware about how much time it would consume, and
Oh,
how you need
it's
to adjust.
like it's like in my opinion, it's like life's greatest irony is like you think you don't have a lot of time and then you have a kid and you're just like I had all the time in the world. I didn't take advantage of it, you know.
uh,
And I'm sure there's something beyond having a kid that I don't know about yet that it's like anything I'm complaining about right now. It's like, damn it. I probably could have taken advantage of that if it wasn't for, you know.
mhm.
Like a solid believer in human beings are capable of almost any workload. I mean, there's people that have suffered and worked harder than any of us right now, you know, like in history, and we sit and complain about the lamest things. And it really is like just get up off your ass and go do it. That's how I. And if you're tired, you sleep when you're dead, you know. That's
Yep.
kind of how I feel.
Exactly, exactly. Get up and do it. If you're tired, sleep when you're dead. Yeah, it reminds me of like something like it's like not sure if it was a quote. I read it somewhere and kind of clicked with me. Like the world was built by tired people. So, you know,
Totally. Totally.
when it
I realized a long time ago that I was always tired, whether I was like busy or I was being lazy. I was tired. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna like do stuff. If I'm gonna be tired, I might as well do whatever I possibly can.
hmm and I feel like this message is actually a very good point to finish tonight's episode on. So just want to thank you, Rustan, and you know, just know that I got lots of love for you, and
Right back at you, man. Right back at you.
yep, looking forward to continuing to use IWB and kind of breaking some more stuff and pushing some more limits.
Cool, cool, cool.
And on that note, everyone that has stuck around, all four viewers on Twitch, and those of you at Meta One Design headquarters, thank you so much for your time. It means a lot that every single one of you show up every week to attend Beyond the NFT. Next week on the Monday the 24th, it will be our 3-year Beyond the NFT anniversary. Trying to put something together, something special for everyone. Maybe it'll be finished by then, maybe not, but something's coming. And and our guest will be Anne Zan Silver. She was featured on Vertex in the past, and she has been a past guest on Beyond the NFT as well. And she will be joined by SRJH. So stay tuned for that. Make sure make sure to mark your calendars for next Monday. And yeah, we'll see you then. Take care, everyone, and have a great night.